Welcome back to the Empire. It's your favorite Naija Babes, your host, Jomi,
and Tolu.
And today, you are listening to the first episode in our series called
Educated.
Period.
But it's time for you to be
educated. It's time for you to be educated. So it's still gonna be vibes. We're just educating you in a fun way, but in an educative manner. So you better make sure you opened up your ears, and it's not going through one ear and out the other. No, that goes through one ear and stays in your brain.
So let's start by saying that we are not only black, but we are dark-skinned black women.
Yeah, and our experience is different from black men.
It's 100%
way different from black men. Our like, and also one thing that people should know that what we say in this episode, it's not gonna be the same as any other black person you see. So I don't want you going out seeing another black person on the street and being like, "Yo, bro, yeah, no, please do not." This is our own opinions. Every black person goes through their own thing. There are black people who have never experienced racism before. And yeah, it can be shocking, but I'm telling you, you can't just go around oh my god, every black person has faced racism, every black person is traumatized, every black person is...
We all grew up in different places, so we all experience different things. Yeah,
and you have to remember that the African American experience is different from the African immigrant experience.
Oh my god, so different.
And there's a lot of people that kind of just put two and two together, and they see a black person as just black people in general. But I'm just telling you that the African, immigrants from Africa, they went through it. They have gone through it. They have gone through their own... Our parents can testify to that. But then if you're looking at African Americans, they've been going through it too. Their own problems and everything.
It's similar, but it's different.
It's different. I think we have to just make that clear.
We're all black, but our experiences will be different.
Yeah. Me and her, our experiences are different.
Yeah, very different.
I'm black charcoal. No, but I'm telling you, our experiences are different. But honestly,
we are very proud to be black.
We are.
Being black is a flex.
And then our experiences is what makes us who we are today, you know? As much as it hurts to sometimes think about, it's part of your story. Yeah. And that, I kind of love that. Think about it. It's part of my story, man. But yeah, I guess looking at 2020, a hard year. It was a year of growth.
A scary year.
Scary. Year of growth, year of pain, emotional distress. Everything. All those videos.
2020 and early 2021 is just a blur.
Yeah. But all those videos that came out, there's almost one every month.
Right?
I'm telling you, one every month.
Every week.
Exactly. You just hear, I remember there was this one week where story after story, it just started coming up. Because the thing is, there's so many things that don't make the headlines.
Exactly. It's not it just started in 2020.
No!
It's
police brutality, racism, it's been happening. And the fact, you know what really scared me? Not knowing how many names we don't know.
Exactly.
You know?
And the amount of names that we do know.
Oh my god, my heart. How can you die just for the hatred of someone else for hating that you're black? For something you can't even control it. You can't even control it.
It's not even your attitude, right? Something that you can change. No, it's the way you look.
No, it's so bad. And those videos, I couldn't sleep.
I couldn't watch them.
I couldn't sleep. I watched them and I would internalize it.
I was so scared to even open Instagram.
I would internalize. I would be like, what if that was me?
Right.
What if that was my cousin? What if that was my dad? What if that was my brother? What if it was my uncle? All these things. No, it was so hard.
And then people had the audacity to say Blue Lives Matter.
No, you know what? People had the audacity. I had one friend, and she told me, "Oh, Johnny, I'm going to a Black Lives Matter protest because of you."
Oh my god.
Yo, guys, the way I was pissed. I was like, first of all, did I tell you anything about the protest? Not I organized there, nothing. And you told me because you're going because of me? No! Jeez, I hated that. I hate when people generalize problems and put on black people like that. Or your people are suffering. Oh my god. Sorry. Excuse... What do you mean? No, it was so, when I heard that, I was like, wow, I can tell that your thinking is a little bit twisted and it's not okay. You need to fix that.
No, yeah, but let's talk about people and their attitudes towards Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
The people that treat it as a trend. The people...
Just posted black square. Ochiton.
Last time you talked about it.
Black square, I'm good. Blackout Tuesday.
I won't call out names, but it's the people at your school that will post something on their story every single day, but will be in a racist group chat. Ooh. Calling people the N-word. Ooh. Okay, their obsession with the N-word.
I don't understand it. Like, what? It makes you feel good? Like, oh yeah, I'm saying the N-word. Like, excuse me. But yeah, people's attitude, I feel like a lot of people, they were very ignorant. Mm-hmm. That's what I learned. Because here I am, I'm crying every day. I'm literally hating myself for being black. I'm like, I just wish I could be white and not, like, experience all this hurt and stuff. Because I don't care. People will be like, oh, you don't even know the person. It doesn't matter if you don't know the person. God. You can imagine yourself being that person who died. Like, oh, no. Oh, I hate it when people told me that, oh, you don't even know the person like that. Like, excuse me. No, that's not how it works. And then just the ignorance. Like, I'm going through it, and here you are, talking to me about, like, how you're throwing your dog a surprise birthday party. Oh, my God. like, what? And then I had a lot of friends who didn't make me feel comfortable being black either. Because, I'm going through this literally alone, right? At that time, we weren't even talking. So, like, going through it alone and just thinking about the videos over and over again and just overthinking everything about, like, life, right? Like, about being black, like, the whole experience. And I have a bunch of family in America. And every day I'd be so scared. I'd be like, when will I see them on the news? Like, when will I see, like, this black family?
The people trying to move away from America to get away from that environment. It's so sad.
It's really heartbreaking for me.
And then it's the people that use Black Lives Matter as publicity. Mm-hmm. You're taking selfies at a protest. For what?
You're dressed like you're going to the Met Gala to the protest.
For a pat on the back. You want me to thank you for doing the bare minimum and supporting
No, then a lot of people, they wore the most extravagant outfits and then posted it as if that's actually doing something.
You're posing in front of a wrecked business.
Right? Hashtag Black Lives Matter.
It's so insensitive.
Hashtag I stand for the people. What do you stand for? Maybe you're here for the wrong thing. And then, okay, I have a question for you. Yeah. Like, you know how people were looting businesses and everything? What's your opinion about that?
Whether they should do it or
whether it was good or bad, like that they should have.
If you're looting, honestly, no, it's bad. Because you're giving the cause a bad rep.
Yeah.
And you're taking the focus away from Black Lives Matter. And you're putting it on something completely different. You're putting it on hatred and violence and rioting. And
then a lot of people, they use looting as an excuse to not support it. You know what I mean? They're like, your people are looting. They're like, your black people are looting.
The people looting, you're literally giving them a reason to call us thugs.
Like, and that really pissed me off because they're acting like those people who looted, they speak for the entire black community.
It's the generalization.
I hate that. Black boys, they're thugs. They're ghetto, blah, blah, blah. Black girls, black women are ghetto. They're too loud. Man.
If people would just drop stereotypes, the world would be a so much better place. I saw a post yesterday.
Yeah.
A guy was asleep in his car and he had a gun in his hand, but he was asleep. The cops came up to him, like 5 cops surrounded the car, knocked on his window. He woke up startled because there were literally guns in his face, flashlights in his face, and he simply moved his hand and they shot him so many times. The officer didn't walk away with a bullet in his gun. Completely emptied his gun.
You know what actually hurts me? Is when they'll shoot black people but continue shooting them.
Right?
Like, guys, I'm literally tearing up. It's not funny.
Why are you scared of the color of my skin?
Ooh,
no, I'm dead and you continue to shoot.
Is the fact that, not once. Like, they're shooting to kill on purpose. Yo, no, that literally hurt. Like, and just being innocently walking on the street, jogging, everything, playing basketball in your own driveway.
What did we do?
How has the hatred been, like, built up that much?
How is me living an offense to you?
Right?
These people are pressed. They're pressed because we're greatness.
No, and then in 2020, like, you would have thought, like, no, yeah, it was a lot. But you know what? People like, you know, Tamir Rice, Dante Wright, Andre Hill, Breonna Taylor. Her story, it literally broke my heart. Breonna Taylor, Rayshard Brooks, Atania Jefferson.
My name could be one of those.
Eric Garner. Yeah, I'm telling you. Some people that you never heard before, but you hear them now because of police brutality. And then this is when you get into the argument of like police reform. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, because I'm really a social justice kind of babe, like, and everything. And honestly, if you're looking at the amount of Black people that died from mental health calls, it's a lot. Like, I mean mental health calls where they're having a mental health crisis, mm-hmm. and then police respond to the scene, but they're not trained to, like, deal with that, right? So then the first thing they're going to do is shoot. Like, how are you going to shoot a man who's going through a mental health crisis? I called
you because I need help and you're going to shoot me?
Yeah. Like, I don't get that. Oh, man, that hurts. So when I say police reform, that's what I mean. Like, no, I read somewhere that, like, nail technicians or, like, people who do beauty and stuff, they're in school longer than police officers.
Oh, my God.
Imagine. Please, let's just put that into perspective. Let me even Google it. Yeah, police academy programs only take 6 months. 6 months. I could be a police officer. So it takes about like 2 to 4 years to become a police officer.
To have a gun in your hand lawfully.
Yeah.
6 months to be immune to the system.
Man, that's crazy. Crazy.
It's people not getting justice. Mm-hmm. Like George Floyd, he got his justice.
She's doing quotation marks. You didn't hear her in her voice. Justice. No, the George Floyd thing, it really... The thing I don't like about the legal system is how long it takes for trials to work. How long it takes for change to come to is too long. A whole year after it happened. And just picturing what that family went through and is going through currently, right, every day. Like, everyone else, they went back to doing their own life. But that family, they're dealing with that loss every single day of their life. And it's a loss that could have been prevented. That's the worst part. It's not like, okay, God forbid, but like a car crash or something. Like, something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a loss that could have been prevented by another human being. And then the fact that people defending Derek Chauvin, like, please, stay in your lane.
People will say Black people don't get justice, and people say, oh, well, George Floyd got justice. Mm-mm. Baby, you know how much it took for him to get justice?
Guys, it went global. Like, do you know how many cases that just because they're not trending, the family didn't get justice?
Exactly.
People, you know what? Speaking of justice, what makes me angry is incarceration rates, like people in jail, right? Mm-hmm. Black people, the amount of Black people in jail in America. When I'm telling you, I'm not done yet, for something that they didn't do. For something that they didn't do.
You watched When They See Us, right?
Yeah.
You finished it?
Yeah.
Did you cry?
Yes. When They See Us, bro. For something that they did not do. 7 seconds. A show. Something that they... It hurts. It hurts. I'm just thinking about it. Like, it can literally be... The way that police officers in small towns, they can turn the story and just turn it against Black people. Like, guys, Just Mercy. I read that book and watched the movie. You'll see what I'm saying when I'm saying wrongly incarcerated Black men. It's crazy. And the fact there's over thousands. Okay, I'm going to Google it again. Well, you know, African American prisoners, so Black people, are convicted of murder, like 50% more likely to be convicted of murder that they didn't do than any other race. So, like, does that make 50%? Guys, not even a small number, like 5%. 50%. You just see a Black person, and it just fits their description somehow. It doesn't make sense. Damn. But yeah, because of all this, I hated being Black for the longest time. Like, I wanted to be white. Alright, so I didn't know what I wanted to be. But I knew that I didn't want to be Black, because I was so scared. And what's even scarier is like, do I want children now? Exactly. Right? Like, do I want my kids to grow up in a world like this?
I don't want my child to be another name on there.
No, it's so draining. And, like, I guess the good thing is that we're being more aware. Mm-hmm. So we're getting change slowly. But if you look at it, is it enough tangible change for like our futures, for when our kids are going to grow up? I don't know. That's a discussion. Talk about it with your family tonight at the dinner table. But honestly, it's something. It goes from police brutality then to racism, microaggressions.
Right. And the thing I hate is that the stereotypes are built based on what the government gives us. Mm-hmm. They don't fund small communities, and that's why gang violence builds up. Mm-hmm. So it's your fault.
No, how are you gonna have a school in a predominantly black community and have the lights falling off, like everything, like the school is bad and the government knows it, the governor of the state knows it, blah blah, blah. Like that's US for example, but even in Canada too, like you can't even exclude Canada from racism at all, or police. No, you can't. And it's just like, how many black teachers do you see?
When was the last time I saw a black teacher?
I've never
school.
Really.
Yeah.
I had a black principal and that was it. I've never had a black teacher, and the closest person I've had to a black teacher is like a mixed teacher, right? And when I saw her, I felt an instant gratitude of connection to her. I'm telling you, she was a substitute teacher, and I kept going towards her to talk to her because I never felt connection to a teacher like that ever before in my life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How can a whole school board of over 1,000 teachers not have one black teacher?
School's not even mentioning Black History Month.
No, not in Canada. Mm-hmm. Like what? Like it really doesn't make. I feel like Canada, they feel like they're excluded from the discussion because we're the nice country.
I haven't even been taught Black history.
Yeah, me too.
Bro,
it's crazy. Man.
And we're not externalizing this.
No.
It starts with the little things. Mm-hmm. It starts with the racist experiences that you go through when you're a kid. Mm-hmm. It starts with the microaggressions, and that's what we're going to talk about next.
Should we tell them what's a microaggression? Because we know what it is, but I want to be able... what is a microaggression? So a microaggression is a statement, action, or incident regarded as an instance of indirect, subtle, or unintentional discrimination against members of a marginalized group, such as racial or ethnic minority. Okay. I've heard some lines like, "You're pretty for a black girl."
All the time.
"You are the prettiest black friend I have." Yeah! What does that mean?
Oh, you're not like other black girls.
Oh, because you're black, you can do this.
Because you speak well.
Yeah. Oh, because you're black, you run so fast. I already know that. You don't need to run. All black people can run fast. Are you okay?
They're looking at you to be on the basketball team, to be on the track team. They're the first person
they look at to choose their team. Yeah. When you're choosing teams in school for the basketball sport, they always look at me.
So, Tolu, aren't you gonna try out for basketball this year?
Who said that? Who said
I have interest in that.
Right. Man. Or you're black, but you can speak English well. That's so good. Oh, you're black? Like,
oh my god, it's the where are you from? Where are you from? Oh, I'm from Canada. No, where are you really from? I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Ireland.
This question, it really has me iffy. You know what I mean? Like, when people ask you, they intentionally want to hear, like, Nigeria or some other place in Africa, right? And then what they'll do after they ask you that, what I hate, I've been to Ghana.
And they stayed at a 5-star resort.
Yes. I've been to Ghana. You know, I saw elephants and I saw some dogs. It was great. I went to Egypt for the summer. Like, and what really annoys me, people generalizing Africa as one whole, like, country. Please be cool. Why? like,
please sit down.
No.
Reflect on your
How
life.
can you think Africa is one big country? Like, oh, you and your friend, are you both from Nigeria? Like, honey, oh, you that crazy.
And then when you have a black teacher, they're like, oh, do you know them? Is that your aunt?
When they see any black people on a field trip.
Right.
Do you know them?
Right, from the other school.
Yeah, from the other school.
They're like, oh, are you guys friends?
Yeah. Who said all black people need to be friends with each other?
I wish.
Yeah, I mean, right, but it's crazy. Looking at it, it's actually crazy. And it's just, sometimes it's so frustrating being black. Like, so many problems waking up as a black woman. And then you don't want to be too aggressive.
Right.
Because people will tell you, you're doing too much. Mm-hmm. I've been told that before. Like, when I'm speaking about a topic I'm so passionate about, right? And then they're telling me I'm doing too much. What? Or you're telling me that I'm overreacting. This is what I hate. I will use an example. So I had, recently I had someone insult my hair and everything. And, you know, insult my hair making skills. And I don't even know how to, like, word this. But I was told that I was overreacting. By one of my white friends. Yeah, I'm gonna call them up. But why? One of my white friends. It's like, oh, you're just overreacting. And I'm like, excuse me, because like I was angry, right? Because first of all, you don't test me when it comes to my hair. My hair is always laid, slayed, and looking good, except for right now. But you can't see me, so it's fine. But it's always slayed and everything, and I take pride in the hair I do. My clients be walking around looking fine, like it is good, right? And for you to come here and telling me I don't do hair well and I need to get better, whatever, God judge you. But this white person who told me that I'm overreacting, I got pissed at that too, because I'm like, how are you gonna tell me if I'm overreacting? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's just the audacity to me. No. Don't tell a black woman she's overreacting. Ever. Because I'm telling you, there's a reason she's putting as much, like, passion into what she's saying.
You think we're angry for no reason?
No, we're not. No, we have so many... Guys, we can be walking around with our faces scrunched all the time being angry. And I think that's pretty much what we have to say for this first episode in our series, Educated with a Period. But honestly... Do you want to... Should I say what I want to say first?
If you are black,
yeah,
we hear you, we feel you, we know... Actually, your experience might be different from ours, but we're in this together. Yeah. Don't ever feel alone.
Don't feel alone.
In what you're feeling.
Yep. And then, you know, if you're white or if you're not black, just in general, like, we hope that you're educated.
Listen to your black friends.
Listen to your black friends. And just even ask them, like, how are you doing? Like, for real, with all this going on. Because I was never asked that. And I feel like if I was, my gratitude towards you would just grow so much.
And if you don't care about Black Lives Matter, don't pretend that you do.
Right.
Okay? Take pride in your ignorance.
That's how we're gonna end it. Take pride in your ignorance.
Be ignorant and
be prideful.
Stand in it.
We'll come for you.
Don't pretend to be something you're not. Don't say something on your story and then live the opposite.
We'll come for you.
I will personally, I'll find your address.
We'll pull up in our we'll get in trouble. We'll get sued. Someone goes missing. We'll get sued. And then they play this part of the podcast and they're like. Yeah, Pele. Sorry, but thank you for listening, and
we hope you're a little bit more educated.
Yeah, we hope you are, for real, and we'll continue the series with the second episode, and stay tuned for that. But this was Educated with a Period, not this episode, but this is a series, Educated with a Period, and we love you all. Make sure to follow, and make sure you're following us on Spotify, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know the vibes already. And we'll see you in the next episode.
This week, be a little bit more intentional.
With the things you say.
And the way you act.
And the things you learn.
And make sure to not say the N-word when you're listening to music. Period. Okay.
Bye.
See you next Tuesday. Mwah. This has been Insular Empire
with Jami
and Tolu.
Bye.